Hello, welcome back to the Database Basics tutorial series. In this video, we will learn about trigger in MySQL. So, what is trigger? A trigger in SQL is a special type of storage procedure that automatically executes or fires when a specific event occurs in the database. So the event may be insert, update, or delete on the table. So every time you modify on the table, the trigger will be executed. Right? The trigger maybe insert something more, or do something like prevent you insert the data if that data is invalid, or change the data that you didn't input to the row, for example. Alright, so I will not talk many more about the trigger, something like type of trigger or many things about the trigger. I just show you an example so that you can understand what trigger is and how to create a simple trigger, so you can research more if you want to. Okay, so let's move to the MySQL Workbench workspace. Here is the table employees and some data that I inserted already. You can get this code from the link I shared below the video in the description. Alright, so now we will create a trigger. Because the trigger is like procedure, so the syntax of create trigger is very similar from the stored procedure. Now let's create the trigger. Alright, after insert some data into the employee, you will do create trigger by put the delimiter $, and you need to end the delimiter like this, and in here you will create trigger, and you put the name of the trigger here, trigger add employees, like this. Yes. Alright, and you need to define the body of the trigger, right? Like store procedure or function. You need to put begin and end $, and in the body you can do something in here, but before that you need to define when this trigger is executed, right? So you need to put before, so this trigger will be executed before the event. So what event? Insert, and insert on what table? On employees, right? And it will do on what? On the row, right? For each row. Right. Okay, so the trigger will execute before an event like insert on the employee table for each row. So what it will do, check if a new salary. Remember, you need to put new because you will insert, right? You will insert the new value in the table. So you put new mean the value that you will put into the table. Okay, you will check this value if it's greater than 100,000, then don't forget to put the end if like this. and in the body of if you will put create a signal SQL statement with a value 1 2 3 4 5 like this, and you will set a message. Then you can see the message as the error below the error or below the result panel below. You will assign a value like the salary is not greater than 100,000 like this. Alright. Okay, and before you create a trigger, don't forget to drop if it exists. Drop trigger if exists. Copy this and paste here. Alright. Yeah, let's run this. Run all the script. Okay. After that, you can copy the inserts and try to insert a value. Okay, you can try this. Yeah, the insert is successful. Now you try to put an invalid value for the salary. 700,000 is greater than 100,000 here. So will this throw an exception? Let's try it. Alright, as you can see here, an error show on the action output panel. So the error code is 1644, and the message, the salary is not greater than 100,000. Alright, so now you I think you can understand what trigger do and when we can use trigger, and a very simple example to create a trigger. Alright, and if you want to know more about trigger, you can put the command below and I can answer you, or you can search on the internet to research more if you want to. Alright, I think that's all for this video, and I think this is the last video for the basic database tutorial, and next we will go to the Java tutorial. Okay, alright, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.